Jealousy. Can such an emotion ever be positive? This week on Higher Energetic Resonance Inspirations, I'm talking about jealousy, and especially about jealousy in midlife. A quote from Penn: "The jealous are troublesome to others, but a torment to themselves." Hello, my name is Carol May Whittick. I support women to bloom in their midlife with creativity and spiritual life coaching. And this week, I'm talking about the feelings of jealousy that may arise in midlife. So already the transition into midlife is a big step from one period of our life to another. And we're dealing with so many other things. But what happens when you feel that you're getting consumed with jealousy? And what is it that you're jealous about? Well, jealousy can show up in many ways. When we get to midlife, there is so much self-assessment that's going on that we maybe can't help but compare ourselves to where we thought we would be, but more so even where we are in relation to other people. So maybe we're measuring ourselves up against people in our own peer group that we feel have been more successful in their careers, in their relationships, have more money than us, have more experience than us, look better than us. And increasingly what I'm hearing from my clients when they're choosing to be honest with me is when they're talking about the jealousy that they feel with women within their family, their daughters, their younger nieces, and younger women in society at large. And the thing about jealousy is it's one of those things that will really eat away at you. And we may not want to admit that we're feeling jealousy, especially feeling jealousy in midlife when surely we should know better and how to behave at this point in time. But that emotion of jealousy has arisen within us for a reason. And we have a choice. We can use it in a positive way and act upon it, or we can allow it to consume us and fall into more despondency and crisis, which is almost synonymous and expected in midlife. But I'm here to show you about how to bloom into midlife. So let's talk about ways that we can make it work for us, as well as looking firstly at the ways that if we do nothing about the jealousy, how it would bring us down. First, let's have a look at what jealousy can be showing us. There's a comparison that we're being shown. There's part of us that's looking and seeing somebody have something else and realizing that we really want it for ourselves. Why are we feeling this jealousy? What is it that it's showing us? And I believe that jealousy is showing us that there is part of our soul that is desiring of something. So how are you allowing that desire to impact you? What action are you going to choose as a result? If you do nothing about your jealousy, you'll be stuck in this never-ending loop of comparison, looking at what you feel you don't have in comparison to what you feel other people have, this advantage that you believe that they have over you. And the more that you choose to stay in this state, the more that you continue to compare yourself to what they have and what they don't have. By doing nothing, you're never going to be able to see what is possible for you. You're being shown something, and yet you're staying in that despondency, in that loss, in that envy, in that jealousy. And underneath this all is an indication of a scarcity mindset. You're feeling that this person has this thing and there's no way that you can have it. This person has it, then there's nothing left for me, or the time has run out, that you're scarce on time. And as I've spoken before, and I will continue to reiterate, when we reach this point in midlife, we have so much wisdom and so much possibility to use that wisdom to go forward without making as many mistakes as we would before. We just have to figure out what is the straightest route to what it is that I think that I want, that this other person has and I feel that I'm lacking. And also look at what it is that you think that that other person has and that you don't have. Do you actually really want that for yourself? Or do you believe that they are living a better life for that and your life is lacking as a result? Because a lot of the time we've got to realize that the way that we're showing up in this world, for the most part, is not 100% in authenticity. And we're more likely to put our best face out there. We're more likely to show that things are more positive than negative. So maybe what that person has, or maybe what you assume that person has, doesn't even exist. So we're being jealous of a mirage. Now, what if you choose to do something? and take action with that jealousy. That feeling of jealousy, that feeling of lack within yourself might be coming from within, coming from your soul, from your spirit, going, you deserve more. You could have that for yourself, and yet you're not giving it to yourself. Why is that? Why are you not choosing to allow yourself to have this? Because the allowing only comes from you. Maybe the reason that you're feeling the jealousy is a reminder that you've blocked yourself. You've kept yourself from all of the things that are available to you. And now is a time to look at what it is that you think that you don't have. Look at what you think that is scarce and really find out if that's true, or if this is just a story that you're telling yourself in order not to take action. And that may sound harsh, but it's happened, and I see it happen multiple times. Sometimes we expect things to just land on our lap, and we might not necessarily appreciate the things that just happen for us. But by adding a little bit of effort, by creating a plan and going for something, what you'll find is the more that you start to take steps towards things, the more that the things that you want start to take steps for you. Maybe as well, when we're taking action and really inquiring into our feelings of jealousy and why we think we don't have what we should have, maybe we didn't have a plan. Maybe we lost track of the dream. Maybe we got distracted by giving too much to other people and not pouring into ourselves. And this is that fine balance that we need to work on when we come to midlife, is knowing that we put ourselves first, we pour into ourselves, and everybody else benefits as a result. And this is always a hard thing to do in this world of showing that we're doing and signaling and virtue signaling that we're a good person. Sometimes a good person can only be good to others once they've been good to themselves. And then if you decide that the thing that you're jealous about is something that you really need, is something that you really desire and will benefit from, then now is the time to map out a plan. How far away are you really from attaining that? And if you can put steps in motion, you can see, as I said, you're probably not that far. And the more that you keep stepping towards it, the closer it's going to come to you. And maybe today you've woken up feeling not so great about where you are in life and not so great about the things that you have, and you're looking all around you and comparing yourself to what you think somebody else has that's more than what you have. One of the ways, and one of the easiest ways to dissipate that feeling of jealousy, is to look at the things that you have available to you now that nobody else can have. What can you be grateful for? What have you achieved? You've made it so far. Be there in gratitude. And also be thankful to yourself for tapping you on the shoulder and reminding you that you can do a little bit better than what you're doing now. You deserve to have a little bit more. So it's finding the balance of what you're allowing that jealousy to mean. By counting our blessings, by counting all of the little things that we have, we will stack up so many blessings. By counting all of the blessings one by one, we'll be able to see how abundant we are, how much we have, and how much we have to offer. And I just want to share an anecdote as well from a conversation that I had with a client this week. She was in a state where she was feeling so bad about herself and feeling that all was lost, and feeling jealous for other people having certain things, and even feeling jealous of the youth and the younger people around her. And then I suggested to her to really recap on the 20 years of experience that she's had in a career that many people would have been jealous of her for having. And she just got to a point in her time now, in her midlife, that she knew it wasn't for her anymore. But she had experience, but she had a way of giving back. And maybe if she was to turn her wisdom into a way of helping those who wanted to be in the space that she was in now, she would be able to recognize the abundance that she has and realize that sometimes you're feeling jealous of others, and then there are so many people that think that you've got it together. Another way to dissipate this feeling of jealousy is to find a way that you can give. Find a way that you can give easily as well, so you don't feel that you're losing. And by giving from your wisdom, by giving from your experience, you'll see that you have so much and you're not losing anything. By giving to others from a point of view of the wisdom that you have, you will see that you have so much already that there's nothing for you to be jealous about. You've got more than you realize that you have, and you're allowing yourself to experience. And to round out, a quote from Epictetus: keep your attention entirely focused on what is truly your own concern, and be clear about what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. Jealousy is such a tricky one, but it comes up so much. We can use it to propel ourselves forward. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Higher Energetic Resonance Inspirations. There's my gift to you, and you can link to that in the show notes, which is a midlife meditation. This is something that you can use at any point in your day, whether you're choosing to sit on a mat with your eyes closed or play it in the background, or when you're going for a walk, just to remind you of here you are in this new era of your life. Grateful that you have the life that you do. There's nothing and no reason to be jealous of anyone. Thank you for joining me, and I see you on the next episode.